Okay, so if you run an established Caribbean service-based business above 10k USD a month or whatever the equivalent is in your currency, right? Whether that be anything that requires more appointments or consulting before you sell your product or service, I want to show you the infrastructure that's needed to scale you past or add an additional 30k USD a month, 70k, even 100k USD a month to your bottom line. Okay. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Andel Nicholas. I am the founder of Client Generator. It's a growth consulting / growth management firm where we partner with companies and we build the infrastructure that they need to be able to scale their business past or add 30k USD a month, 70k a month, 100k a month. Over the last 3 years, we've generated our clients over 5.7 million USD dollars, which is around $35 million here in Trinidad. And we've been personally trained by top guys in the industry like Pelly Jean, who spent over $1 billion in the online marketing and has helped millions of entrepreneurs around the globe. So in this training right here, I will try to keep things concise in this training, but one thing I won't sacrifice is understanding and depth of understanding, right? I know that we all, we have a real social media, right? So we have an issue with our attention span. But if you have an issue following through this whole training, then forget about making an extra 30k, 100k a month, right? At first I was like, should I make this training for people and, make it short so it's shorter and get more people to consume it? But then I realized that this transformation that I'm about to walk you through, it's an uncommon transformation, right? Meaning I shouldn't be making this for the common people. I should be making this for the uncommon. Okay? So I'm sorry in advance if you have an issue with your attention span, right? And can't actually focus. But I want to walk you guys through this transformation of adding 30k a month USD profit in the next 90 days, right? So real quick, this is firstly, some of our clients, they pay us upwards of 11k a month USD, which I'll walk you through. And a little bit about who I am. Back in 2020, I was around 9.6k in debt. This is in my country. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, right, which is around like 1.4k USD. I was an ex-Fatima College student. I have left Fatima a few years from before this date, right, who threw away his promising soon-to-be electrical engineering career to try and play business, right? Reason why, because I was, you could say, like a scholar in school, right? I came third in the Caribbean in electrical. This is me right here. This is for CSEC. One of my friends, he came first and I came third. The other guys were from Jamaica, right? I was unwell. My plan was to become an electrical engineer, go England with a scholarship and play county cricket because I was also good at that as well. And my last 2 years in Form 6, I just said, I saw this thing online. Let me try it. It was a bad idea at first, right? Left school, got 4s and stuff in Cape, 3s. I did horrible in Cape. CSEC was great, but I did horrible in Cape. It wasn't good. And then 3 years later, to now being a part of impactful growth creators around the globe. This is me, and this wasn't Marbella, Spain, by the way. This is a little black boy in the corner here, right? We rented out a $40 million villa, which is around $100 million here in Trinidad, by the way. It's really, really amazing. One of the best. I can't even describe it, right? I just got married to the love of my life, right? This is us here. And this helped me took my parents to Tobago for the first time in their 50 plus years on earth. Okay, they live in Trinidad. As you know, the island is Trinidad and Tobago. They've never been to Tobago, right? And I took them. It was like amazing, right? Now, the reason why I'm sharing all this is not to show off, honestly, but it's to just, as I mentioned here, we do this shit for free, right? And to take care of our loved ones. That's ultimately what we work for, right? And yeah, and in doing so, I met one of my personal mentors, Billie Jean, in person for the first time, who has spent over $1 billion on advertising online and is respected by millions. Okay. And this here is a screenshot of my goals in 2020. You can see February 9th. I hit, $10,000 a month profit, right? I'm actually did buy my first car, which was a freaking Almira. I didn't buy that. I got something probably way more expensive than this, right? But again, carrying my parents to Tobago, carrying my girlfriend to Tobago as well. Like, I did all of this except carrying my girlfriend to Jamaica and sandals. It was amazing, right? And you could have everything you want in life, but it just takes 1 to 2 years longer than you thought. So keep going, right? Every single thing that I've actually wrote down, it took me like a year or two longer than I thought, right? Now, here are some client results we still work with, brands like the Mini Beast. We scale her to over 3.2 million followers. Right now, actually, she's around 4.1. This screenshot was actually a while back. I was just too lazy to go and get it right. Last month, we spent around 19.2k USD in ads and brought her back around 137k, right? With over 90% margins, right? So I'm basically made almost like $1 million like in revenue here in Trinidad currency. I could actually show you. So boom, like I can actually show you a live ad account. Let me refresh the page so you know it's real. One of our clients, let's do last 30 days, just so you know, 16k. By the way, this is only off of 3.3k views, by the way. Some of you guys get hundreds of thousands of views, $50,000, and don't make money at all, right? As I said, this is like 90% margins if you go all the time. When we came in, we took over around here, the third quarter of 2022, and in about 18 months, we scaled it to about now 1.64 million. Okay, in about 18 months. So we're in 2024 right now. So in the third quarter of this year will be 2 months. So, 2 years, sorry. So not bad, right? Then also we brand called Agent Nature. They went from 1.9 million USD a year, overworked, very low margins. This is a skincare / supplement brand, by the way. Fierce competition, as you know, the skincare market is highly competitive, right? And in 1 year, we scaled it to over 4.9 million USD, expanded her brand across the US, across Europe, #1 authority figure in her field, right? A 227% increase in just 1 freaking year. These are the numbers here. By the way, we increase our return customer rate by 20%, right? Like a lot of things too, which you will see, you can make a lot of money in the back end by just fixing your back end, but we get into that, right? So just here asking Tina, I could mention her name. She's the owner of Lily Beauty. He's asking like, hey, like how has been like your first hand experience like working with Andal, And she's like, yeah, they're amazing and they are good energy, right? Because we also like to have fun, right? Why just make money and have fun, right? Even a local restaurant in Trinidad, right? Chains on the Boulevard that we work with, they rely solely on word of mouth and their reputation, losing market share to huge competitors. And in the first 30 days of working with her, right, we spent around, let's say around in 663 USD, and we generated over 13.5k. So in our currency here, it's around 4.5k TT. Made almost 100 grand in 30 days, right? Everything is tracked, by the way. The manager was like, you have me not sleeping with all these reservations, right? And this is herself, right? You could see all the comments from the ads as well. I even have a video testimonial on my profile, which you can have a look at. I cringe every time I see this, by the way. This is me and the manager. These were the chefs. Fast forward, you can see me and the manager here. All right, okay, I cringe. You can have a look at it afterwards, right? So, moral of the story, who this is for. This is for you if you're tired of wearing multiple hats in your business for years, right? You're tired of relying on referrals and word of mouth. You're tired of wasting time on resources chasing leads that don't convert into paying customers, right? You run social media campaigns, but results and ROI can be difficult to track, right? You're tired of these social media companies just offering you views, likes, and all these flicking vanity metrics that I call it, and followers, and no tangible ROI. Because, bro, at the end of the day, likes and followers does not pay the bills, Your daughter, she has lessons. You can't go and be like, hey sir, do you accept likes as a form of payment? Your rent, your mortgage, they don't take likes or views as a form of payment. Okay, it's really annoying, right? You're starting to feel the impact of competition and how big of a commodity you've gotten, right? You've realized that the business landscape is constantly evolving, and staying ahead of the curve with new technologies and tools can be overwhelming and expensive, right? And somehow, month after month, I'll explain this, right? Basically, I was on YouTube a while back, a short. I've never seen Alice in Wonderland, but I've seen the shorts and so on, like, with the rabbit and stuff. When Alice came into the world, the rabbit told Alice, like, in this world, because it was like a fairy tale world, in this world, you have to run twice as fast in order for you to stay in the same. I was like, damn. Like, if you feel, especially since after COVID, the word, I don't want to say it because, I don't want to get tired of ban on my nice little new YouTube channel. You're not talking about the cough. Ever since then, you feel as though, like, have to run twice as fast in order to stay in the same position. If that's you, this training is for you, right? Again, somehow month after month, quarter after quarter, you're stuck in the same position, making enough to feel good about yourself, but not enough to feel proud about yourself. And probably the most important here, you lack proper accountability as you have no A+ talent on your team to keep you on your A game, or an outside firm holding you accountable for focusing on the main things, right? This is also for you if you still push that blue button called boost to advertise on Meta. Right? Yeah. So this isn't for you if you're a beginner. You could feel free just to watch the video. You can have a lot of insights here, but at the ending of it, like, it's not going to be for you, right? Now, the goal of this short training is to give you 3 simple things. Number 1, predictable growth and maximum ROI, right? How to implement a proven system to attract, not chase, okay? Attract, convert, and retain high-quality customers while optimizing marketing campaigns for measurable returns and profitable growth. Long story short, you put $1 out, you get it. It's trackable, right? Number 2, streamline operations and automation. How to properly leverage up-to-date technology to automate your sales and marketing processes, freeing up your time for a high-level strategy and your personal life, which is very important, right? And I would say, and number 3, offer you the opportunity to acquire the infrastructure that I spent the last 3 to 4 years building, right? Reiterating, feeling, everything that you could think about, and I've generated our clients of $5.7 million US dollars. Okay. Now, let's hop straight into it, shall we? Let's go with the levels of leverage. Your model of delivery. According to Warren Buffett, it's not how high you row, it's what boat you're in. Meaning, should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. In other words, sometimes just leave the boat, just find a new one, right? It's like, imagine back in the days, before it had cars, there were horses, there were donkeys. If you ask, I'm from Parliament, right? Originally. Back in the days, before that is horse and donkey. If you ask them, yo, do you want a car? They will be like, what is that? I don't know what is that. I don't want a car. I want a faster horse, because that way their mindset is, right, like a faster horse. But now let me show you a car. Let's be more efficient here, okay? And let's not kill people on the road, right? So, right, here's the slavery flywheel of most Caribbean business owners, because this is what they mostly do, right? Let me show you right here. This is what they mostly do, right? So this is what they mostly do, right? So we call it the slavery flywheel of Caribbean business owners. On the right hand side, most of them they ask for referrals. And they ask for referrals, they rely on regulars, and they take orders. That's why I call it, because referrals coming to you, hey, and you just take orders, right? But the issue with this is that they are not coming on your timing. So that's why I call it taking orders. They come in on their timing. You have no control over that. You can't scale that. You just kind of like hoping and praying that, oh, hope my phone rings today. Right? Hope someone new walks in. You know what I mean? And as you know, we came into this game as business owners to be able to control our time and to control our destiny. To have things on our timing. That's our self-sufficiency side of us. If you wanted things not on our timing, we'll go and get a job. But that's not how we want. And you can't scale that way, right? So this is one main part of the slavery. And the other one, which is, I honestly rather you're in this here than this other one, right? Is when you click that blue button on Facebook called boosting the post, right? I'm not sure if you've seen some of our ads, but some people are like in the comments saying, but you're boosting the post. What do you mean don't post the post? I'm like, oh my gosh, so naive. But anyway, don't worry, Batman is here to save the day, right? And before I get into this, when you run ads, okay, boosting the post is the same as ads. So all boosted posts are ads, but not all ads are boosted posts. That's the best way I could describe it, right? I don't want to spend too much time on it. But again, if you boost the post, you're running an ad. But not all ads are boosted posts. Okay? So, now, when you boost the post on Meta, right? Facebook, Instagram, whatever, if you do radio, TV, whatever, you mostly get every 100 messages, you get 1 or 2 people who are actually serious, right? You get mostly unqualified leads, and you end up wasting your ad spend on your time. And then now you on your team's time are now following up with these window shoppers, and you're struggling to scale, right? And you've now making decisions based on guesswork and not data, okay? And you're just spinning your wheels in mud. Right? This is what 99% of business owners do in the Caribbean. Okay? And the traditional model provides you with the least amount of leverage. It gives you enough leverage to become an average entrepreneur, but not enough to become a superstar, a legendary one. Right? And if you're smart, you've probably realized by now that working harder isn't going to scale your business. It's not your fault, right? What if I told you that everything you knew was a lie, right? I watched this a few weeks ago with my wife, Matrix. Again, it's an amazing movie. What is true? What if I actually told you like everything you know was a lie, right? And people locally and regionally is just freaking blind leading the blind, right? And our AI growth accelerator model increases the amount of attention and leverage you have access to in your business. So let me break down how this model helped me 10x my business, right? And how you can leverage it and how we do it for our clients. Okay, so this is the framework that we do. Attention, right? Get more attention, commitment, and data collection of those who you've gotten attention from. Number 3, educating the prospects that you are the best and becoming an authority figure in your field, and conversion mechanisms. By the way, we solve for all of this, and let's walk you through. So I have a client right now who, before working with us, she boosted the post, with some targeting, and she got tons of interest. However, most just asked for her location, although her location was in the ads caption, right? Even her price, although her price was also in the ads caption, right? The ones who actually booked appointments, most of them, they never even showed up. And she felt stuck and unable to scale her business despite her best efforts, right? The crazy thing is that this is happening in all industries, right? And I want to touch on that for a little bit, right? When she used to post the post. And here's what happened. Here's what most companies do. Not even self here in Trinidad alone, but just Jamaica, Puerto Rico, just across the region, right? They click on boost post, and the call to action is either send message or visit profile, and then they send them into the IG or WhatsApp, and now your phone is filled with messages, right? And then I clicked on an ad after 18 night, and then I got an automatic message. Thank you for your message, but we're unavailable right now, and we will respond soon. Right? Like, why? You just wasted money. You just annoyed me so much. I will probably never do business with you again. Now you've annoyed me so much. I will just go by the next guy I got. I'm in help. Clicked on an ad, and you telling me that you're unavailable right now. Or in other words, I message you after 10 in the night, and then midday the next day you're now messaging me. Like, no, it's not gonna work, right? And not only that, but the issue with when you boost the post, right, is that out of the 98 people that you don't convert, because remember it's out, you convert 1 out of every 100, 2 or 3, whatever your numbers are. You when you boost the post, you're optimizing for engagers, right? Not people who actually buy. Right, so you're gonna get a lot of comments, like, shares, woo, right? Boom, people messaging you, but they're not going all the way, and you're actually hooked. And when these people message you, the algorithm is saying, hey, these are the people that messaging you. It must be good, so let's find more people like that. AKA, let's go find more brookies. And that's what. And you're honestly messing up your ad account, messing up your algorithm. And every time you run ads, the algorithm goes, okay, let's show it to these people. And over time, your ads get more and more expensive, right? So, and that's not good, right? And then you start saying, oh, ads don't work anymore. No. Facebook is eating our money. No. So instead, what we do and what we recommend that you do is that how we help you find more qualified buyers with higher intent and shorter sales cycle, right? We call it algorithm optimization, right? So before, you were a fisherman casting your net aimlessly in the ocean, right? Hoping to catch enough fish to feed your family. Now, you're going to have a sonar device that shows you exactly where the big fish are swimming, casting your net precisely where your ideal customers are, maximizing your catch, saving your time and resources. So what you do actually is that you find you identify who is your most profitable customers. Go back to the 80-20 rule. I'm sure most of your business comes from a certain type of clientele, or the most profit that you make comes from certain services or products, and these are the type of individuals who buy it. So you identify who are those most profitable type of customers, right? And what happens is that you find more people that look like your current customers. So this is like a visual. We take their data that you already have, and we feed it into the algorithm, right? Into Meta. It's the most accurate out there. They have the most accurate data online. Okay, other than any other platform out there. Meta, right? Facebook and Instagram, right? Feed it into Meta, and it finds more people that look exactly like, and you show your offer to those individuals, simply put. And this you only get leads who are most likely to buy your product and your service. And this helps you get 5 to 50 leads a day. You don't have the data, meaning the name, email, and phone number and stuff of your past customers. If you don't have it, that's fine. There's databases where you could actually find persons who, let's say your target audience are people into like business niche. If you want us to reach more people who's architects, engineers, lawyers, business and finance, mothers, people who are married, parents, weddings, people who are engaged, you could find all these online and show your ads to those type of individuals. Now, Why is it crucial? Is because picking the right segment of the market, the right avatar, right, it provides you with leverage. Any number times 0 is 0. Therefore, excuse me, we want to ensure that our client isn't a 0 in terms of money, right? So feed the ad platform with data showing exactly who is a qualified potential client and who isn't. And ultimately, this trains the algorithm to only show your ads to potential clients who need your specific service and have the budget to afford your services. So now you can now cast your net precisely where your ideal customers are, maximizing your catch while saving time and resources. Right? I want to put a note out there and have it in red. You need to create and put an offer in front of your target audience that they actually want, not no 5% off nonsense that I see, right? And expect them to buy. You can't polish a turd. Turd is a turd. You can put sprinkles on it, whatever, glasses on it, it's still a turd, right? Meaning, if your product or your service is, again, shit, it's not going to work out, right? No, I am not saying that you should discount your products and services. To be honest, I don't believe in that, right? I don't. I believe that sometimes you get what you pay for, right? I'm just saying, have an offer, okay, that people actually want. Right? So what happens is that you now collect the info, their name, email, and their phone number. So now we have an in-house system that we built that we collect their name, email, and their phone number. We see, if you look here, you can see the platform. You see IG, it stands for Instagram. We see exactly the ad they came from. We get all the data, so we know, okay, most of the leads, they come from Instagram. They come from this specific ad, this audience. We get all this information. So that's how everything is based off of data. So you can now build iterations, unlike everyone just hoping, they may hire an influencer and they get an influx, but they don't know their numbers. Like, they don't know how much people they reach, how much of them came in, where was the drop off, how much money they made, etc. Anyway, we'll walk you through this in a bit, right? But basically, the outcome of this entire system is allows you to get 5 to 50 high quality new leads every single day, right? So here's some example. Again, when we work with Jenny's, like we literally now have access to 12,000 people that you could reach out to at any point in time. Send them a message, an SMS, a WhatsApp with a click of a button. Okay, and we have some live tracking sheets, okay, where we get all the information. You could see like what their bill was, who spent $1,000, $200. The total was $71,000. The average sale was $366. Have a look at the birthday offer here. The bill, average bill being around close to $600. Who spent $1,300. You get all that information on each single customer. What time they came in, what time they bought, every single thing is tracked. Okay. Also did this for Machakari, right? Nick, who is the CMO, right? Let me see if I could zoom in some more. He's like, yo, young, because this was like a reference request, right? I am glad that and report that I personally fully recommend Andel's services. In all of our time in e-com, it's incredibly rare to meet an agency which provides such an intense level of personalized care to their clients. I feel comfortable that they can provide an unbeatable performance to your niche product. You could just read the rest, right? Yeah. We also did this for Carry Kit. This is a brand owner of Carry Kit England. They mostly relied on going to conventions, right? And we helped them scale past £111,000 in just 4 months, which is like $1 million here in Trinidad. Okay, you can see you spent around 11k pounds and generated over 111k, right? In 9.68 return on ad spend, right? So in summary, by leveraging AI and your customers' data presently, right, you can attract high quality leads that will convert. This targeted approach is the foundation of predictable, profitable growth. Don't be an AK-47 spraying, hoping for something that sticks, right? Instead, be a highly trained sniper, deadly with your one-shot skills. One-shot kills, sorry. Who do you think is get paid more? The man with the AK or the guy with the sniper? Who you think puts out more effort and gets less return? The guy with the AK. Sniper, highly trained, professional, trained, one-shot kill, done. Not no hoping for something to stick, right? That's the best analogy that I could come with, right? That is fully leveraged, right? So that's number one. By the way, if you found some value in this so far, leave a comment. Let me know if this is helpful so far, right? Number two, become an industry leader. How to shorten your sales cycle, become 2 to 3x shorter. If you take 6 months to close a deal, how you could cut it down to 6 weeks. If it takes 6 weeks, how you get it to 6 days. If it takes 6 days, how you get it to 6 hours. This is what I want to show you, right? Local business owners often face low conversion rates with leads saying that they're interested, but they never take the next step, or they take 6 months, 6 weeks, very long time to close their clients. Sometimes a whole year, right? And you waste time and resources following up only to hear that they've gone with a competitor of yours or do better, right? So here's a model that you need to triple your show up rate, meaning, people who book appointments, they don't show. How to triple your show up rate, and for the ones, and how to also shorten your sales cycle, right? We call it the appointment setting infrastructure. Now, before I walk you through that, this here is probably, I won't say probably most important thing here, but let me scroll here and show you this. I'm actually going off script here. I've learned this from a guy called Kai Box. You can have a look him up. He's currently doing around 700k a month USD, right? Very young guy. And at the point in time when I learned this a few years ago, he wasn't making so much, right? But he interviewed me on his YouTube channel when I scaled my agency past 20k a month USD, which is around 130k 2 years ago. And I spent around 8k USD, 60k TT or something like that, right? To learn this skill specifically with him back then, right? You could have a look at the interview of YouTube. Honestly, I believe it was a horrible interview. I was very, very shy, but whatever. Have a look at it, right? And he actually learned this from a guy called Cole Gordon. He does around 3 million a month USD. You could have a look at him as well. It's all, there's levels to this, right? And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because this is so valuable. This skill that once you have, and once it's been implemented in your business, you don't even have to have this skill. Once you actually have it in your business, I should say, it's all Gucci, right? So let's hop into it. Again, appointment setting infrastructure, offer lead asset. So basically how to be recognized as a leader and authority in your industry, especially if your industry has a lot of competition. This is for you. Oh my gosh, you're going to kill them, right? Nobody goes on page 2 of Google. People always go on first thing on Google, right? Nobody wants second best. So how do you position yourself and be recognized as a leader and authority in your industry? So this is one way of how you do it, right? So basically you create an offer lead asset, right? Basically it's a short 5-minute video, like on now mine is a bit longer because our stuff is a lot more sophisticated, but it's a short 5-minute video that explains who you are and why people should work with you, right? We have a framework that we did. There's a lot of psychology in it, and it works every single time, right? But not only that, but you also have an automated setting infrastructure, emails, SMS, voicemail. We have a 12-path rhythm email sequence that turns someone from not knowing who you are to becoming a true believer in your product and service, saying, take my money, right? Literally, after these emails that they get, if they don't book right away, and after this video, oh shit, I need this, let me book a call, sign me up, I'm down, let's do this right now, right? Let me take this off, right? And again, this frees up you and your team's time and energy, right? You get a 10% to 50% buy-in rate. It helps you scale for anywhere from 10 to 30 appointments a day. Like, it works so well. So let me show you an actual live example, like with my own ad account, right? So right now, like, we're running ads. Let me just refresh this. Let me just go from the 13th. We started ads about like a week ago, right? And within the last few days, we got over, our offer was expensive, right? We got over 133 leads, 23 book appointments, right? And also off of those leads. So we have the leads, and then out of the 133, 23 book appointments, actually around 30, because we have an appointment setter who reaches out, boom, and then we close them. We close about like 1 in 4 or so, right? Or 1 in 4, 1 in 5 right now, right? It's all trackable. Now, these 23 appointments are persons who book right away. See the video, book in one time. The 12-part email sequence that we have that's very, very structured, they may book 1 week down the line, a few days down the line, 2 weeks down the line, but they will book, right? They will book, and by the time they hop on the appointment, they're sold. Let's go, let's do this. That's what you want. That's what you need. If you don't have this, you're not going to make any money, right? You're always going to be competing on prices and, how much he charging and how much he charging and all that nonsense. No, there's none of that. You have no leverage. Okay. Now, we actually helped Cook. He went from a 20% show up rate, having appointments booked on his calendar, leaving his office early because he knew the person would just most likely not show up, right? He had lost hope. Like, no, like, imagine you having like an appointment on your calendar, and last he's like, let me just leave. I'm not even gonna call him to see if he shows up, because I know he's not gonna show up. But if I call, he might show up, and let me just leave. Left the office. That's crazy. That's like no belief whatsoever, because you've given up. Right? That's crazy. Right? To now, he has over 71% show up rate. That's over 3x more show up rate. Right? So 67 booked appointments, 48 showed up, 19 closed, 75k total commissions, right? That's in USD. By the way, he is a solar guy, right? Also, like Rebecca, finally scaled past 30 chubs a month. She's actually like, she's the daughter of the owner, but same thing, right? Glad officially crossed 30 installs this month, just waiting for some more payouts. That's like one job per day, right? And each job was, I think, is like 3 or 4k USD, so it's around 25k TT or so, 30k, right? Well, obviously I've shown you. I was spoily surprised. Excuse me. So in summary, streamlining your sales process with automated appointment setting saves time, reduces no-shows and cancellations, and provides a seamless experience for both your team and your customers. This results in higher productivity, better organization, and ultimately more closed deals. Not having this in your funnel is you being irresponsible. Like, literally, you being irresponsible. Now, number 3, which is the conversion mechanisms, measure and scale. I'm gonna have to zoom in for this one. You cannot fix what's not tracked. Most business owners don't even know the cost of acquiring a customer, right? The cost of a customer walking in the doors or making a purchase. They know the cost per message or cost per click. Honestly, that's if they're running ads, by the way. These are all BS indicators. I don't have a cost. I don't have a cost to acquire a customer. We just get referrals, so it's zero. No. You're always paying a cost, whether in money or whether it be in time. There's always a cost, right? You need an AI tracking system, right, to show you the inputs you need in order to create the necessary outputs that you desire. There's no room for guessing. So let me show you what I mean. If you look, this is a client of ours, right? Let me show you. This is our column that we have laid out here. If you look on the appointments, you will see 403 appointments. The cost per appointment schedule costs $25. This is in USD, by the way. Their product costs 3k USD. Now, every 4 appointments they close one deal, which means if every appointment costs, let's say $25, every 4, that's $100 they spent to get $3,000. Did you hear what I just said? I just said every $100 you spend, they got back $3,000. Now, it's not about the return that I'm excited about. It's about the knowing your numbers. You know, okay, every time we spend $100, we get a client, we close a deal, we sell. That gives you so much predictability, so much scalability, where you could pull across your board members, your team, like, here what guys, looking at our numbers, this is the cost to acquire a customer this month, this quarter. We want 40 new clients, 400 new clients. You know how much you have to spend on ads. You just know it. It's just inject. There's no guessing. Hope you know you are now in control of your destiny. Literally, like, you could be like, okay, I want to go St. Lucia this weekend. It costs about, $5,000 US with everything, all inclusive, with my wife, my family, Yes, you can be selfish, nothing wrong with that. Okay, cool. We need a few clients. Let's run it. Boom. Get the cash, pay, fly. It's but you have to have the systems in place and the processes in place, right? Now, an extra 100k a month, what would it take? And actually, before I get into that, the 403, if you go back here, if you go into leads here, that's 1,359 leads. I spitefully didn't mention that. So out of the 1,359 leads, 403 of them booked an appointment. An extra 100k a month, what would it take? Let's say that your product costs 6k. Again, plug that number in for whatever the cost of your stuff is, right? I'm just saying. So that means that you need 17 new clients in 30 days in order for you to get 100k in new rev, right? So that's 17 new clients a month. Let's say that you have a 50% closing rate, meaning out of every 2 appointments you close 1 deal, right? Or 2 consultations you close 1 deal, whatever it is, right? So you would need 34 appointments a month in order for you to close 17 new clients. Let's say you have an 80% show up rate out of these 34, because some people, they may cancel on you, not show. Some may reschedule, but let's just go with 80% of them show up. That means you need 43 appointments, right, at a 80% show up rate for you to have 34 appointments. And then when you take those 34 appointments, you close half of it and you get 17 new clients for you to hit 100k a month. You see how you saw what I just did there? Do you even know these numbers for your company? Most don't, but that's okay. It's not okay if you want to scale, because this is what we're happy with. But this here it's so important. Simple and effective, right? How do you sell? With a sales mechanism, whether it be online, in-person, phone, Zoom, webinar, right? Right now, especially here in TNT, let's say that the cost per appointment ranges from $100 to $200, right? For easy math, let's go on the more expensive end. This is totally expensive, by the way, but I'm just overdoing it here. Let's say it costs you $200 for an appointment, right? So that means the cost of 43 appointments, 43 by 200, that's $8,600 in ads. Again, each appointment costs you, let's say, $200. You need 43 appointments in order for you to close 17 new clients. Hope that makes sense. So you have to spend $8,600, but you 100k a month in new revenue. Now, here's the tire kicker right here, right? Going back here, remember the 403 appointments I mentioned here? I spitefully didn't mention this. Look on the left-hand side, you will see leads. There's 1,359 leads. Out of those 1,359 leads, you got 403 appointments. This here, these numbers here, does not even include the conversion of the leads who will buy 1 week down the line, 4 weeks down the line, 6 months down the line, or a few days down the line. Because these leads are still in your ecosystem. They may not book right away. They may book a week down the line. I'm sure right now that you're watching me, probably you've been watching me for a while, and you haven't booked yet. By the way, come on, don't be shy. I don't bite, right? But anyway, so they're still in your ecosystem, right? And that's the beauty of it. This does not even include the conversion of the leads who will buy 1 week, 4 weeks, and 6 months down the line, right? This does not include the upsells that some customers would take. This does not include the lifetime value of a customer. Some of you guys have clients who have been with you for 3-4 years. Some of you guys don't even have a retention problem. Like, you could, once they're in, they're in. You know, you just need more volume. So imagine this, right? What other acquisition channel and model will give you this type of potential and profitability? Not by you boosting posts, not by you relying on referrals and word of mouth, not by you relying on social media managers or local agencies or even content creators, not you relying on radio and TV and all this nonsense. None of those things. You need a growth partner, right? Personally, I've had clients pay me over 21,000 USD for dialing their data alone. Literally, just obviously, like, it's more advanced than this, but you'll be surprised if you actually know these numbers yourself. Because then you could find where the bottleneck is, you could find where the hole is, and then solve for that. Okay. Now, here's the summary overview. These are the models that we apply in our partners businesses to help you. Number one, be recognized as a leader and authority in your industry. Add an extra 30k USD a month, 75k a month profit in 12 months or less. Okay, having a scalable business that runs smoothly without your constant involvement, right? Have the time and resources to pursue your passions and hobbies outside of work. And number 5, building a team of top performing A+ players who share your visions and your values. Okay, these are the models that you need. You need, again, a damn good offer for your most profitable customer segment. You need leads coming every single day, 5 to 50 leads every single day, right? You need appointments every single day, and you need to convert those appointments, and this entire thing needs to be as automated as possible. Okay, all the transformations you saw in this presentation leverage these models to experience better returns than their competition, right? So here are your implementation steps, right? I was watching a YouTube video, and I've been going through some programs as well, and looking at it, and overall I really realized that the definition of intelligence is also equals the formula of growth. So what is growth? Growth is the rate of learning plus rate of change. Quality by speed by volume, right? Someone who is smart acquires knowledge and skills faster and changes their behavior faster. If you're not scaling as much as you like, it's because you're not learning and changing faster. Now I must say, yes, Andel, I'm learning a lot. Yeah, but are you changing? Do you have the same habits? Are you doing the same things and going against Einstein and thinking, doing the same thing and expecting a different result? Are you working harder, but you're just in the same direction? Are you patching more holes in your same boat? Are you, holes in the same boat? I'm sure that you know someone who knows less than you, but they make more money than you. That's very annoying. That's very annoying. They change faster than you have. Okay? So now you have the knowledge, but the execution and implementation of this model is what will take you from where you're at to where you need to be. Okay? So, was your time worthwhile on this training today? Right? Did you learn stuff you didn't know? before. I hope you did, right? Do you now understand why it's almost impossible to experience true scale until you change your model? Do you see that, like, how you continue a service or expertise and scale it past at least an extra 30k USD a month, an extra 30k USD a week, right, in the next six to 12 months, right? Is it fair to say that using these insights, it is unreasonable for you not to have a significant advantage over your competition? Right? So there are two parts. Part number one is that if we parted ways right now and you were left to your own devices, right, to go off and have this on your own, it would be the ideal to pursue if that was your only option. But it isn't. Path number two, there's a second option, right? A second path where you can partner with me and leverage clientele generators resources to help you pivot into the AI growth accelerator model, right? Skip figuring things out yourself, whether that be your client acquisition, automation, removing yourself from the business, or finding A+ talent who actually cares about your company and the vision, right? Let clientele generator become your partner. Let us collapse like 2 or 3, a decade, honestly, of your life into 3 to 6 months, right? So becoming an AI growth accelerator partner with clientele generator. This is the famous quotation attributed to Archimedes: "Give me a level long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world." So consider AIGA, AI Growth Accelerator, your lever and your fulcrum to help you move the world. So here's what you get as a partner, right? Number one, your opportunity to become more than just a service provider or expert. When you become a partner, right, our job is to turn you into an industry leader, which allows your specific market, your niche, whatever niche you're in, right, to achieve what they deserve. You are committing to becoming a thought leader for your industry, someone with paying attention and following. Why is that important, right? Let's be honest. The new wealth is being created by people who own audiences. Therefore, I'd be doing a disservice, because that's what I'm doing for myself and I'm seeing the work for my clients. So I'd be doing a disservice to my partners by not encouraging them and giving them the infrastructure they need to own attention, not a rent, or own. Okay? I'm sure you know 5 other people doing the same thing as you do, right? Our job as a partner is to help you become the only person worth following and investing with over the other commoditized experts and service providers, right? Number one. Number two, you get the offer infrastructure. So here's the insights. We'll work with you to identify your most profitable customers, craft irresistible offers, and optimize your pricing strategy for maximum revenue, right? The talent. You'll have the opportunity to work with our internal growth consultant to create irresistible offers and compelling sales assets that convert prospects into loyal customers, right? And the systems and the processes will provide a comprehensive offer testing and scaling process, ensuring your offers consistently perform at a higher level, right? At the highest level. The outcome of all this: no more being compared to your competitors or competing on your level of price, right? According to Peter Thiel, he's the CEO of PayPal, by the way. His net worth is over 7 billion, right? Competition is oversaturated. In practice, it is quite destructive and should be avoided wherever possible. Much better than fighting for scraps in existing markets is to create and own new ones. So I love this quote. And now I live by it. I literally live by it now, right? So with your offer, you get the what, which is the insights. You get the who. The who will be implementing on these insights. And you also get the how. So the how is the insights. The who is who, the talent, and the what will be implementing on this will be the systems and the processes to help you fine tune a banger stinking offer, right? Number 3 is our lead gen infrastructure, right? So the how. So our AI power analytics will identify your ideal customer profile and the most effective targeting strategies to reach them. We give them to you. We have this proven out already in multiple industries. I'll show you a few in a bit. We give you these insights, right? Now with the talent, you'll have access to our team if you need it. If you guys have an in-house marketing team, good. If you don't, that's fine. But if you like, you'll have access to a team of seasoned media buyers who can be placed into your company that will create, manage, and optimize your ad campaigns to maximize your ROI, right? And the systems and the processes is that we'll implement a robust lead tracking and reporting system, giving you the full visibility into your marketing performance and enabling data-driven decisions. This is powerful, right? You will have qualified lead flow solved within 5 to 7 days. Done. So create your offer, qualify leads within 5 to 7 days. And again, you now have the insights, the how, the who, and the what. Right. Number 4, the appointment setting infrastructure. So with the insights is that we'll analyze your current sales process from A to Z, right? And identify opportunities to how to streamline and automate your appointment setting, right? Minimizing your no-shows, maximizing your conversions, right? So that's that one. And if needed, the talent, we can place a highly trained appointment setter within your team, ensuring your sales pipeline is always full of qualified, ready to buy leads. Like if you're not reaching out to your leads in less than 5 minutes, you're being irresponsible, right? We've had issues in house, honestly, where because of the volume, we had to get new phone numbers, and there's a bunch of things happening. But if you're not reaching out to them, aside from the automations, like, what's funny? Like, quick little story here. I've had clients, right, and even people who we speak to, they want AI, they want everything automated, blah, blah, blah. But like when they themselves are speaking, they don't want to speak to an AI, right? It's like when they're going like for support, and on like a website, you have like the AI bot, you scroll straight down and go straight to speak with an agent, right? I even see it like with some of the messages, we have automated stuff, but we also have someone like managing it, because at the end of the day, people like a personal touch. So basically, the story is like they themselves, they don't want to speak with an AI, but they want the customers to speak with an AI. It's not gonna work out. You get sales, but the conversion rate is like, it's night and day. You are leaving so much money on the table. So having a trained appointment setter within your team, okay, someone to also manage your stuff, ensuring that your sales pipeline is always full of qualified, ready to buy leads is vitally important, right? And finally, the systems and the processes. You receive a complete appointment setting workflow, right? Including lead nurturing sequences, reminder systems, all designed to keep your pipeline running smoothly, right? You will have qualified appointments solved within 10 to 15 days, right? Or no more worries of qualified lead flow or lead flow on the whole, show up rate, white space on your calendar, right? And more importantly, money in the bank, right? And lastly, our sales infrastructure. This is probably most important stuff here, right? Our AI-driven sales analytics will make you master the art of tracking, optimizing, and scaling your marketing campaigns, ensuring that every dollar you invest in advertising generates you a measurable return and drives profitable growth for your business, right? Every $1.07 out, you get $8.23 in, for example. This is an example, right? And the talent. As you scale and you get more leads, you get more appointments and stuff like that, you're gonna need to obviously fulfill, right? So we will provide you with a hiring framework that gets you reliable A+ players wanting to work with you to scale your company, right? We just have it coming in. I wonder if I actually show you, like, we have people applying to like work with us. We have some new appointment setters here. So I could click on, let's say, Emmanuel Valentine and get his name, email, phone number and stuff. This is all his information, all his accolades and everything. So you now have like a database of people applying for your stuff, people who you could interview, scorecard, people who you've hired. You could see 47 people being disqualified. You could have a talented bench. We have a lot of stuff in the hiring framework, the infrastructure, people who you could call upon at any point in time because you have them. So all, once they've training ramped, freaking amazing, right? Now with the systems and the processes, you get a proven sales conversion process, complete with pre-appointment assets, post-sale follow-up sequences, right? And referral generation systems, right? All designed to maximize your revenue and customer lifetime value, right? Deal flow, you have deal flow within the first 2 weeks, deals, right? No more not hitting your monthly or quarterly targets, right? Our job as partners is to place these 4 infrastructures into your business to make it a bigger and more attractive asset that can cash flow 10x more without needing you as the founder to be the sole decision maker, while increasing the durability of the cash flow. This is why, this is not for beginners. Okay, this is a full-on A to Z infrastructure being in place. This is for someone who's actually ready to grow and scale. All right, someone who is responsible, serious about the growth, serious about their family or themselves and their freedom. Okay, this isn't for beginners, right? So what does it take to be a partner? Now, you must make a minimum of 5k USD a month, bare minimum, or the equivalent in your currency with your service-based business. Ideally over 10k a month, but if you're at 5k USD a month, which is around 35k here in TT, in Jamaica, it's a couple $100,000 and so on, right? You must have an edge in your market. You must. You know how to get a specific niche, a specific result faster and more effortlessly, right? You have successfully applied this insight and gotten that niche faster and more effortlessly. You got them that result faster, right? Than what they used to, right? If you have some case studies, some images, some videos, then that would be amazing, right? We only want to work with the best, literally it, right? And let's pour some more gasoline on your fire, right? Your goal should be to scale past or add an additional 30k USD, 75k a month USD a month in profit. Okay, we don't want to partner with anybody who just wants to make an extra 15k USD a month. That's around 100k a month where I'm from. It's not worth our life, like our time, right? You must have capital to invest in the infrastructure needed to support the new scale. You won't be able to add, 30k USD to 75k, 100k a month, right? Profit a month with just 4k USD in systems or in talent. It isn't going to work that way, right? You must be able to allocate anywhere from on the low end 5k USD to 15k USD. So that's like the range, right? Or the equivalent in your currency, right? To start and launch. Payment plans are available. By the way, this infrastructure is a one-time fee. Pay it once and it's yours for life, right? That's the beauty about it. But that's the range. This range is because obviously it depends more about who you and who you are and so on, right? We're currently accepting beta clients at this price, and once we have enough testimonials, we'll be doubling the price, like easy, right? Easy. So how can you become an AIGA partner, right? We're opening our calendars to find the next 5 partners, right? Now we are decreasing, let me zoom in some more actually, the onboarding of partners to 5 a month due to the nature of our model, right? We plan on scaling vertically with our partners and not horizontally, right? Also because, the country is very small and we're not going to be working with multiple partners in the same industry, etc., depending, depending on where you're located and the mile radius and so on, right? So we receive hundreds of applications a week, right, from experts and service providers wanting to partner with us. Have a look at our calendar. You could see what it looks like, right? I don't take all the calls. I have, as I said, my head consultants, they take the calls, right? Sales, remember, sales with like talent, it's important, right? Now, to apply, please book your implementation and walkthrough call. I'm personally going to be doing the first few implementation and walkthrough calls after this training goes live, as soon as you see this video. If you're not speaking with me, you will be speaking with clientele generators, growth consultant who's paid over 3k USD a month to audit your current model, offer, pricing, fulfillment, and most importantly, your current client acquisition infrastructure. That's like, lead gen, getting leads, getting appointments, and your sales process. After the audit, if you qualify, we'll walk you through a personalized implementation roadmap and offer you the opportunity to become a partner in AI GA, right? Now, we've set up some of systems cancel 40% of the calls automatically when you don't meet the requirements. Okay, like over half do not go through the discovery or the vetting process, right? But you get access to our private community. It's in the description, by the way. Okay, to help you get to the point, even this free YouTube channel, by the way, where you're qualified to be a partner, right? Simple. Again, it's free. It's in the description. You get a lot of value there. Even in this YouTube channel, there's a lot of value here that you could, again, get you to the point where you're qualified to be a partner, right? So speak with me or a growth consultant here. But I can't leave you guys there. Have some bonuses, right? It's gonna get sweeter. So here are the bonuses for the next 5 partners. Important. So these bonuses are only available until July 5th. Okay. The capacity is these bonuses are only available to the first 5 partners, right? The only reason you'd want to work with us is to access more leverage. Therefore, we've added these bonuses to help you achieve more leverage than you know what to deal with. All right. So you will get access to, let me zoom out, to our customized CRM. It's called a Sales Funnel TT, right? This is a fully customized CRM, stands for Customer Relationship Management, right? Where we tailor to your business's unique needs. You get automated lead management, appointment setting, sales tracking. All the clients and prospect information is in one place, so it's not lost, right? And you could have multiple people a part of it, co-founder, founder, partner, staff, if you like to, right? So Sales Funnel SFTT, okay, will save you countless hours and ensure that no opportunities slip through the cracks, right? While this powerful tool costs 10k USD, okay, it's included as a complimentary bonus when you partner with us, right? This is what it look like. Sorry, you see all this here, right? You also get access to plug and play funnels based on our best performing funnels. So if you want to launch a value funnel, new website for a new offer, a case study funnel, everything is ready to be personalized for you. This costs 3k USD a month. Our media buyers, account managers, you create landing pages, so you get access to templated funnels that you could just change your logo, change this, add a video, whatever, and it's yours. Run with it, right? It's yours for free. So you also get a pool of highly trained appointment setters. So we're now building a pool of appointment setters for clients. You're losing money because leads aren't being contacted in 5 minutes or less, right? You'll have access to our pool of setters to nurture and set the leads from your ads. Okay. Now, if you have someone in-house and staff, that's fine. They can be trained. But if you want someone just ready, we got you, right? Also, for our media buying department, will help you launch your ads. Okay, this is 20k a month bonus right here. We currently spend over 3k a month USD across the board a day on ads. So we've got a lot of data to see. By the way, this is including our own ad spend for our own company, by the way, right? So As I said, we've got a lot of data to see what works and what doesn't. So you don't have to spend time testing and seeing, or even know how to test. Do you even know how to test, right? You get access to the targeting, the ad copy, the winning ad creatives, what type of video, what kind of images, etc. You have all this information. Okay, this is almost $38,000 in bonuses that you access to as a partner. Okay, we also have our AI growth accelerator guarantee, right? So we'll build the offer for you, the lead gen, appointment setting system, and the sales infrastructure for you, help you implement it and manage it. All right, our goal is to scale you past at least 30k USD a month, right? Or add it, right? If after 4 months, provided like you let our team run the lead gen system for you, right? You haven't closed enough deal value that equals what your initial investment in the program was, you can ask for your money back, right? We're confident enough in our systems and protocol that we can offer you this guarantee, right? So here is the application process. We've blocked out our calendars for the next week, to vet and onboard the next 5 new partners. Again, this offer and bonuses are only available until we find 5 partners or until July the 5th, right? So if your plan speak with my team after July 5th, most of these bonuses won't be available and you'll be put on a wait list until we're ready to onboard new partners, which might take 3 to 6 months or so, right? So again, link in the description. It's the first one. Speak with me or a growth consultant there, right? So again, here are the requirements. You have an amazing solution or insight that the market would go crazy for. Again, this isn't for beginners. I repeat, it is not for beginners, right? You scale an offer past 5k a month USD at least, okay? Ideally over 10k a month. If you're doing over that, please, we could scale you, right? Now, also you have the capital to invest in your growth infrastructure. Again, anywhere from 5k to 15k. Again, anywhere from 5k to 15k USD to start and launch, right? You have a goal to scale past 30k to 75k a month and above in profit. This is like bare minimum, by the way, like bare minimum within the next 12 months, right? Also, as a bonus, I didn't mention this earlier, but I'll show you it here. Excuse me. If you have an audience on Instagram or YouTube, etc., I've launched 3 different EIG offers that scale past 300k USD a month in less than 3 months because of their audience, right? Because they already had a large audience, but they didn't know how to monetize it. So that's why it was easy, right? We did 1.1 million USD, which is like almost $10 million here in Trinidad in 10 days for an e-commerce brand back in November using the same process. You can see it here. It's around 9 days actually. But okay, let's leave it at 10. We had some returns here, $4,000, but 1.1 million. So again, click the link down in the description, book a call, and account. Let's see what business you have. Let's scale you locally, regionally. If you want to go into the international markets as well, let's see what you got, and let's dominate. Happy to see you. Have a good one. Bye bye.